Well, ladies and gentlemen, an embarrassing night to be a Celtic fan as Celtic got pumped 4-1 at home to Stuttgart in the Europa League. If this is your first time coming across the channel, all I can ask is like and subscribe below because I want to get your comments, your thoughts on Kasper Schmeichel. Is Kasper Schmeichel good enough to play for Celtic Football Club? Over the last 18 months, he has not been good enough. He cost us the Scottish Cup final. He was horrendous in the League Cup final against St. Mirren, against Braga in the Europa League. Tried to save the shot with his opposite hand direction to going that way. We seen the weekend against Kilmarnock, the second goal where he could have just went like that. Instead, he goes like that. It's not good enough. And tonight, just as a prime example, imagine the away fans are cheering your keeper on, and then the home fans are booing your own keeper. And I don't blame the fans for booing the keeper. Barkas 2.0, eat your heart out, because some of the goals that we conceded tonight, especially the first goal as you see there, horrendous. Could have saved that one. The header for the second goal, Scales, he played an absolute shocker of a game alongside Trusty. The two of them look completely flattened. No confidence in Trusty and Scales at the moment. And it's concerning. If we want to win the league, we need to be scoring more goals. We need to be defending better. We need to be hungry in our midfield. Half our midfielders are not up for it. Bernardo played tonight and he was absolutely brutal. Atate come on and tried a little bit, tried to make an effort. McCown tried, but the goals that we conceded in the second half, and I know one of the goals was at offside and VAR called it, but the third goal, he could have saved in the left corner. Could have saved it. Joe Hart was even saying it. You should have been better for that chance. And then the chip, you could have done better. Look, Kasper Schmeichel should never, ever play for Celtic again. And that's the God honest truth. He's played 87 times for the club. And there has been some good performances in a Celtic shirt in his fourth season. Saved the winning penalty in the cup final against Rangers, in the League Cup final. Pulled off some cracking saves against young boys to get us into the knockout stages of the Champions League. But it's just been decline. He's just too slow. He doesn't get down on the ball. He's almost 40 years of age. He's just not the keeper he once was. And I'm just trying to be fair about this. I'm not trying to completely throw the guy under the bus. He's not good enough to wear the Celtic shirt anymore. To God honest truth, he's going to cost us the league if he continues to keep playing. We need to look at Sinsalo for the rest of the season or Dillon in goal, because Martin O'Neill has to make changes. If he keeps him in goals on Sunday against Hibs, Martin O'Neill has lost the plot. And I trust our manager to make the right decisions. He's been around the game for over 1,000 games in football. And tonight was an absolute embarrassment. And fair play to the Stuttgart fans. They came their thousands, they sung, and Celtic fans make Celtic Park look like a morgue. Might as well just be an empty stadium, because what's the point of Celtic fans paying 30-odd plus quid to support a team and they're not singing? And I know that comes cheap for a guy that goes to 2 or 3 games a season. But you keep saying back the team. Sing and back the team. There's no point singing when we're winning. The team needs you when you're losing. The team needs you when we're drawing. The team needs you when we're in a fight against teams like Stuttgart, and when we're in a title race as well. We need that. We need that from fans. And yes, on the pitch, we don't have some of the players are just not up for it. And it concerns me. We've been winning games, last minute goals, and it hasn't been good for the heart, and we're plucking away, but it has been an absolute embarrassing season. And I know people are having this string of faith to say, right, this could change. We could still win this title. Hearts have lost a couple of games. We can win our game in hand against Aberdeen. Look at our schedule, folks. We're going off to Stuttgart next week. I'll be playing a B team. And then we're playing on that Sunday an Ibrox in the league. We need to rest players and focus on that game. But Hibs are on Sunday, and Hibs are not going to roll over on Sunday. Let's be honest. They're going to come to Celtic Park. They're going to look at the way Kasper Schmeichel has been performing. And if he starts, they'll take the chances from outside the box and take a chance on. And plus, Kasper Schmeichel can't control his box. His communication with his players is brutal. His distribution tonight, every time he tried to hit the ball up, Stuttgart were winning the ball in the air all the time. All the time. He's just not good enough for Celtic. He goes on this ego because his dad was one of the greatest keepers of all time. Yes, Kasper, you won the Premier League with Leicester and you were phenomenal that season. But come on, you're washed up. You're stuffed. You can't get down. You can't get down. Honestly, go down like installments, as someone commented on my channel. It's absolutely brutal. And for an Irish perspective, if Ireland beat Czech Republic and Denmark beat North Macedonia, Ireland should be fancying their chances against Kasper Schmeichel because he isn't the keeper. He's done. He's an old product. Too sussed out. And it's probably the worst Celtic goalkeeping performance I've seen in modern time. Fair enough, keepers make one or two howlers. When you go back to Scott Bain in Ange's last season when he played in Easter Road, had a horrendous game. Barkas was horrendous as well in Lenny's season, but tonight was the tipping on the iceberg. Kasper Schmeichel cannot recover from that. He can't recover from that. And that's the God honest truth. You need to bench him. You need to drop him for the rest of the season. We have a league to win. We don't need a 39-year-old keeper that keeps making consistent mistakes, not getting to the simple balls, can't pass the ball straight. His distribution of the ball is atrocious. He's just not up for it. And he keeps talking about leaders, talking about experience, talking about leadership. Leadership. I'd rather have a keeper who's second choice for Finland in goal, that can be more steady at the back, who's younger, who's more vocal, who's better at distribution of the ball, than someone that's stuffed. And I know I'm going to get pelters off fans like, oh, that's a bit harsh, Keith. But we have a league to win. You're moaning about players outfield. At the end of the day, his job is a goalkeeper to protect the goal from goals being conceded. And he's not doing that to the level we're paying him for. So he needs to be dropped. He should never play again for Celtic. I'm sorry, Kasper. I was a big fan of you coming in 2 years ago, but times have changed. Football games have been played since. You're getting older. Your reflexes are not there to the level that once was. I'm sorry. You have to be dropped. So that was a bad performance tonight. Overall, taken on the chin. Well done, Stuttgart. Celtic were shy from back to front. Yang looked like he was impressive when he came on. That was really it. Nygren had his goal, but he just went to the dogs. And that's the God honest truth. We just don't have enough in that team to challenge in every single avenue. And fans need to realise that the Europa League is beyond us. Beyond us. This fairy tale of Road to Seville 2.0, just get out of our heads. We were never getting there anyway. So I'll leave it there, folks. Let us know how you feel. Please comment on the channel. Hell.